Hello students, welcome back to the biology class. Today we are going to study one of the most fundamental topics of biology or histology, that is animal tissues. The study of tissue is known as histology. In this we will learn about the definition, their types, their characteristics. Before focusing on tissue, let's understand how the human body is organized into different level of structural complexity, from the smallest building blocks to the entire organism. एक organism कैसे बनता है वो हम देखते हैं. That is known as level of organization. First is chemical level. Chemical level, it consists of atoms and molecules that form the basic chemical building blocks of life. Second is the cellular level. It is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Cells, examples, nerve cells, muscle cells, blood cells, all come in this category. Group of similar cells that works together to carry out a specific functions are known as tissues. These are the tissues. Structure made up of two or more different types of tissues working together are known as organs. Example is stomach, heart. Next is a group of organs that work together to perform a major body function is known as organ system level. That is the circulatory and digestive system. These are the examples. The entire living organism operating as a complete unified system is the organism. तो इसको हम लेवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहते हैं. लेवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मतलब एक ऑर्गेनिज्म किस तरीके से बना हुआ है. फर्स्ट इज द केमिकल लेवल. केमिकल्स एटम्स मॉलिक्यूल मिलके सेल बनाते हैं, सेल मिलके टिश्यू बनाता है, बहुत सारे टिश्यूज मिलके ऑर्गन बनाते हैं, ऑर्गन से ऑर्गन सिस्टम बनता है और बहुत सारे ऑर्गन सिस्टम मिलके एक ऑर्गेनिज्म का डेवलपमेंट होता है. Let's start with the basic. What is a tissue? What is a tissue? Our body is made up of billions of cells. The tissue is simply a group of similar cells that work together to perform a specific function in the body. Or in other words, we can say that a tissue is a group of structurally and functionally similar cells along with their extracellular matrix, working together to perform a common function. Each tissue has a specialized cell designed for a particular job. For example, epithelial tissue is for the protection, connective tissue for the support, muscle tissue provides movement, nerve tissue conducts the nerve impulses through this signal transmission. Tissues form organs, organs form organ system, and organ system together make the complete organism. The three core points that is very important to remember in this is similar cells. Cells within a tissue share a similar structure, origin and functions. Common function. They collaborate to carry out a dedicated activity. Third is the building blocks. Tissue combine to form organs like the heart, lungs, stomach, etc. 5 key characteristics that define how tissues are structured and how they are operated. First is the cellularity. Every tissue is made up of numerous cells. These cells are closely packed or loosely arranged depending on the type of tissue. Second is specialized function. Each tissue performs a specific function. For example, epithelial tissue protects, connective tissue supports, muscle tissue contains the extracellular matrix, muscle tissue contracts, and nervous tissue transmit the signal. Third is extracellular matrix, ECM. Most tissue contain an extracellular matrix. It is made up of proteins, glycoproteins, proteoglycans, and fibers. The extracellular matrix provides mechanical support, strength, and help bind cells together. It is especially abundant in connective tissues. Fourth is vascularity. Some tissues have a rich blood supply. These are called vascular tissues. Example include muscle tissue and connective tissue. Some tissues lack blood vessels. They are called avascular tissues. Example include cartilage and epithelium. Because of this, cartilage heals very slowly. This is the blood vessels. Here you can see. Fifth is the regeneration. Different tissues have different capacities for repair. Epithelial tissue regenerates rapidly. Bone also heals well. However, cardiac muscle and nervous tissue have very limited regenerative ability. So these are the 5 characteristics of the tissues: cellularity, specialized function, extracellular matrix present, their vascularity, and regeneration capacity. Now let's examine the detailed classification of tissues. They are categorized into 4 main types, focusing on their specific location and their primary function: epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue, it covers and lines the body surface, internal organs, and cavities. Generally, they are located in skin, lining of digestive tract, blood vessels. यहाँ पे ये present होते हैं. Their primary function is protection against mechanical damage and pathogen, absorption of nutrients as seen in the intestine, and secretion of mucus, enzymes, and hormones. Second is the connective tissue. It supports, binds, and connects different parts of the body. They are generally present in the bones, cartilage, tendons, and fat. Fat generally adipose tissues. Their main function is support for the physical structure of the body, binding and connecting organs and tissue together, protection of vital organs like this, heart. These are the vital organ. इनका protection करते हैं. Third is the muscle tissues. They are the specialized tissue responsible for active movement in the body through contractions. Their location, they are the skeletal muscles attached to the bones, heart, cardiac muscles, and walls of hollow organs like the intestine, smooth muscles. Their primary function is contraction and relaxation, bone का movement करना, pumping blood throughout the cardiovascular system. Fourth is the nervous tissue. It transmits electrical nerve impulses throughout the entire body to coordinate with the functions. Their location is generally brain, spinal cord, peripheral nerves. Their primary function is transmitting signals to process sensory input and trigger the responses. ये signal देने के काम करते हैं. Further, these tissues are divided into their subtypes. Here we can see the epithelial tissues based on their shape. They are divided into squamous. These are the flat, thin cells resembling floor tiles. Second is the cuboidal. It is cube-shaped cells with roughly equal height and width. Third is the columnar, tall column-like cells where height exceeds the width. ये column की तरह दिख रहा है, इसमें सभी cube की तरह हैं. And these are the flat. On the basis of their number also they can be classified. They are simple, consist of a single layer of cells, or stratified, consist of multiple layers of the cells. तो हम उसको stratified कहते हैं. Likewise, connective tissue, it is divided into, first is cartilage, flexible tissue providing support. Next is the bone. This is the rigid tissue offering structural support and protection. Blood, they are also the collective tissues. They are the fluid tissue responsible for transporting nutrient, gases, and waste products. Next is the adipose tissue, fat tissue that store energy and provide the insulation to the body. Next, the subtypes of muscle tissues are the skeletal muscle. They are attached to bone, responsible for voluntary movement. Smooth muscles, located in the wall of hollow internal organ like the intestine and operates involuntary. मतलब ये हमारे हमारे हाथ में नहीं है, ये अपने आप ही मूव होते रहते हैं. Whereas वॉलेंट्री जब हम अपने हाथों को मूव करते हैं तब ये मूव होते हैं. Cardiac muscles, they are found in the heart, specialized for continuous involuntary pumping of the bloods. These are the heartbeat, locomotion, these are the functions of the muscle tissues. Last is the nervous tissue. It is also divided into subtypes. Neurons conduct electrical signal and transmit the information, and the glial cells, neuroglia, that provide vital support, protection, and nourishment to the neurons. Their function is transmitting the signals to provide a response. So we have learned what tissues are, their characteristics, level of organization, classification of animal tissues and muscle tissue in detail. These concepts form the foundation of anatomy, physiology, histology, and zoology. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more biology lectures and exam-oriented notes. See you in the next video. Happy learning!